Hi, the Indian markets have remained range bound for the entire week of Diwali. It was a truncated week as well. The volatility was on the downside for this week. The global markets have, of course, got affected because of the Fed rates, which was kept unchanged, and it is signal for the rates moving upwards in the near future. So global markets were affected. India remained resilient on that count. On the Nifty, the downside levels that were touched about 10,475 odd levels, while it touched a high about 10,610 odd levels and closing the week at about 10,585, crossing about the 550 odd levels for the week. So Nifty made a very small gain of about 0.3%. There was buying seen in the sectors which is pharma and auto, while the downside has been on IT, which was down by about 0.47%, and PSU banks, which is down by about 0.43%. On the auto side, it was an index which performed upwards of 5.26%, while commodities performed at upwards of about 2.98%. Overall, the markets remained reasonably flat. However, on the technical side, the market remains indecisive. On the weekly charts, it's formed a bullish hammer, while having a bearish candlestick pattern on the daily charts. The RSI on the weekly charts is about 45 odd levels. The price movement has not seen much of divergence, while MACD is still below the signal line. There are events in the coming week which we expect will keep the markets on tenterhooks. There is inflation on 14th, whereas there is the large publicized 19th of November RBI board meet, which is seen with a significant amount of excitement. The push-pull between RBI and the government is expected to scale up during the coming week, closer to about 19th of November. So we would recommend that you stay selective on your stocks in the markets, and the Nifty is not expected to go significantly on the upside, as there is significant resistance on 10,690 odd levels, with an immediate resistance at 10,610. On the downside, the support is seen as 10,450 odd levels, going down to a second support at 10,410 odd levels. So the markets will be indecisive in the coming week, as well as we see the markets not going anywhere ahead of the elections in December on the different states. So we would advise caution and stocks selective being an approach for the coming week. In terms of stocks, we have a buy rating on Glenmark Pharma, target price of 705 odd levels with a stop loss at 655, signaling a gain of about 4%. We have a buy call on RBL with a target price of 579, stop loss at 521 odd levels, signaling an upside of 5%. While we have a sell call on Cipla with a target price of 510, stop loss at 540 odd levels, providing a gain of about 3%. Thank you.